The city of Everett is entering some of its darkest days yet. Before long, residents will have an opportunity to elect new leaders. Like no time ever before, new and effective leadership is needed in this city of 50,000 plus residents. A group of Everett political figures have allowed the city to descend into the depths only found within the most greedy and corrupt acts. Sadly, government operations has become a bastion of racism, harassment, defamation, lawsuits and unseemly acts that are beyond the pale of decency. The city of Everett and her taxpayers have been under an assault upon their daily quality of life. The truth of the matter is that any semblance of community and thriving multi-generational families that once made Everett a special and unique place for those who lived there is now a thing of the past. The truth of the matter is that the impact on families and homeowners has yet to settle. At the center of Everett's problems lie a handful of elected officials that brazenly ignore rule, regulation and the will of the voters. Much of the greed and misdeeds flow from a limitless supply of moral turpitude. Family values, freedom of movement, taxation, land grabs, discrimination, price gouging, fraud and lawsuit after lawsuit litter the land of Everett politics. Behind these sordid legacies are some depraved and self-serving figures who show no shame nor remorse for their many acts that insult the good of the community. With unmatched gall and unlimited audacity, these career politicians know no limit on how far they will go to enrich themselves financially while feeding their overinflated egos and sense of self-importance. These people need to be stopped. They need to be removed from office in the next election. I implore you to look closely around your city and take a full accounting to the damage being done to your quality of life. Gone are the multi-generational families and small businesses who called Everett home in the better days. They need to be stopped. In 2023, eating the way as the poster child for bad behavior is Anthony DiPiero, seeking to be once again elected to office after being forced to resign for his racist and arrogant behavior that graced Boston and Everett news headlines. A year later, and with no shame nor remorse, this degenerate seeks to return to the chambers in which so much hate was born by him. The disgraced former councillor is the cousin of Everett's mayor, Carlo De Maria. A veritable piece of work himself. Anthony is aided by his love interest and fellow councillor Stephanie Martins. To understand the dark and insidious nature of these people and for us to realize the extent in which they will go to undermine the integrity, we have to look no further than the Everett Kiwanis Club, a chapter that is part of a worldwide organization known for its good standing and philanthropy. Ms. Martins, as the local chapter president, orchestrated her boyfriend's admission as Kiwanis Club of Everett's newest member. This action by the Kiwanis and Ms. Martins is a sorry attempt to whitewash Anthony's reputation. And whitewash is such an apt term given Anthony's penchant and hate for other races and cultures, as he has so well demonstrated in his public and social roles. ER2 reached out to Kiwanis International to both inform the parent board of Everett Kiwanis and their subordination to the Kiwanis mission and its failure to demand the merits of integrity and good standing in the community from its prospective members. Kiwanis International autoresponder had the usual thank you and claimed responses in 3 to 7 days. Kiwanis International has not followed up nor responded to our concerns. We at ER2 submit that a complete review of the Chapter's 501c3 non-profit status be reviewed and sanctions resulting where found to be appropriate and in accordance with Massachusetts law and regulation, as well as federal provisions incorporated in creation of such organizations. Having dual roles as an officer or member of Everett Kiwanis while holding public office allows for many conveniences benefiting only those who hold such dual roles. It allows for Kiwanis members that are also public figures to lobby, plan and implement certain pet projects or plans outside of the laws that require public awareness. Commonly known as open meeting laws. Simply put, it allows these individuals to skirt the very laws put in place to protect the voter and residents. Mr. DiPiero is running in Ward 3 against his successor Darren Costa, a man who, in his short time filling the DiPiero's seat after his fall from privilege and decency, has proven to be notably a breath of fresh air but the polar opposite of the disgraced councillor.
What is it, and maybe this is a question, a legal question, but the order back in May 2008 was approved unanimously with restrictions, and the restrictions were limiting it to a 55-plus community at 20.
Mr. Costa has shown his depth of knowledge and passion for the truth as he seeks to bring Everett back into alignment after such recent but colossal damage done to the efficiency and cost-effective local government operations. It is clear that Darren does not share Anthony's racist views. In fact, it can be relatively certain that he abhors such traits in the human soul or the practices so boldly condoned by silent city officials as Everett descended further. Mr. Costa is but only one of the intelligent choices you will have to pick from on the November ballot. It is time for you, for all of us, to stand up for the future of Everett and elect the worthy candidates.
¿Dónde está Jimmy Trille?